Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and today I'm going to review the Best Buy exclusive 4K Steelbook edition of Creed 3. Creed 3 is here on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray, released by Warner Brothers. It comes in a standard slipcover edition available at your local and online retailers, a Walmart exclusive, and a Best Buy exclusive Steelbook. Now, Creed is one of those spin-off movies that I feel absolutely stands on its own, and considering that it comes from Rocky and that franchise, that's a pretty tall order. Michael B. Jordan is great as Adonis Creed. Now in his third film, he feels a lot more comfortable, and the character is even better for it. His directing of this particular film is also of notice. I really like some of the choices that he made, and I feel in front and behind the camera, he did a great job with this film. Now that we're in the third entry, I'm glad that they made this conflict in the movie a little bit more personal. I enjoyed the dynamic between him and Damien. If I had one major complaint is that Adonis still needs to be really challenged now as a seasoned fighter. Once again, he's in his third movie and he's kind of getting long in the tooth as far as fighters go. And I never felt that when he squared off against Jonathan Majors' Damien, he was in any real peril. I mean, if you go back to the Rocky franchise, it felt like every fight was a threat. I don't get that sense with the Creed films. It's just, I don't know, they play it a little too safe. But I really enjoyed the choreography and the final match. I think that was some unique stuff that only can be found in this movie, and I like to see more of that going forward. All in all, I'm excited to see what the future of the Creed franchise brings, and I know there's been talk that they're considering doing a show over on Amazon. I really think that the franchise needs to stay on the big screen. I don't think a show would really do the franchise any favors. I mean, if you look at some of the offerings today, it doesn't seem that way, but it's just, I don't know. I like a good cinematic experience, and I think this kind of franchise belongs up on the big screen. So here's hoping that we get more going forward. All right, we're going to talk about the picture quality and the audio in just a moment, but first, let's do a quick unboxing. Okay, we have the 4K Ultra HD Steelbook edition of Creed 3, only available at Best Buy locations. As far as the artwork goes, I think it's fine. It's pretty simple, tells the story. So, and then we have the back and the spine, and then interior. Nothing really behind there, so yeah, overall, I think it works. Now let's talk about the picture quality and the audio. Creed 3 on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray has a 2:39:1 aspect ratio. It was finished at a 4K DI and supports both HDR10 and Dolby Vision. For purposes of this review, I will be discussing the Dolby Vision encode. Now, when it comes to the Creed films, they've always had a bit of a rough look visually, which is an intentional choice behind the camera and through its visual style. As a result, it won't be the cleanest looking picture that 2023 has put out, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it may leave some fans' preferences underwhelmed. The telltale signs of detail enhancement with the native 4K are on full display. Sweaty heads and torsos, bloody cuts and bruises are fully defined and are nicely showcased. Clothing textures and close-ups give an appreciable uptick, with mid-level shots offering similar bumps. Diving into the benefits to the palette with Dolby Vision, it's at times a mixed bag. The stylistic image does appear to limit what the grading can really do here. Colors in general do appear slightly fuller, though often stray into the duller side overall. There isn't much in the way of visual flourishes or pop aside from select lighting choices, fireworks, or screens. The day-to-day interactions both in and out of the ring, however, won't be anything to impress your friends with. The black levels are another hit or miss aspect. The stylistic choices used in the film often put darker scenes in danger of crush and loss of detail. This is the least stable element of the picture in my opinion, and even the most casual viewer will notice the inconsistency here. The audio offering in Creed 3 comes in the form of Dolby Atmos, and I feel will leave most fans satisfied. For starters, everything from in-ring action to outside of it is pleasing in their own respective way. The Atmos is pretty solid, not quite landing a knockout blow, but still far better than some other 2023 offerings. In-film dialogue is perfectly clear with no signs of issues. The fronts present their output well, which nicely complement the center in their delivery. Hide activity is mostly support-based. Discrete cues aren't particularly dominant, but do succeed in opening up the overall soundstage as the film presents it. The mid-level and rears are consistently providing invaluable audio cues in the form of crowd chatter during fight scenes, musical beats, or general ambient effects. The output only slightly lets up when a scene calls for a more quiet or intimate tone, as it well should. The low end has some good rumble and heft, once again during some music-heavy sequences or when a particular hard blow is landed in the ring. The LFE is very robust and I feel doesn't leave the viewer wanting. For the picture quality, I'm going to give Creed 3 on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray a B. Arguably, this is not the flashiest image quality, but for better or for worse, it stays true to the tone of the film. I don't think anybody's takeaway will be that this is a 2023 visual contender on the format, but it's still the best way to watch the film. For the audio mix, I'm going to score this one an A-. Creed 3's Atmos is pleasing, though not terribly dynamic audio experience. There are plentiful levels of immersion, good crisp dialogue, and yes, I had to say it, a punchy LFE. It's a solid, well-rounded mix that most fans should enjoy. So that is my review of Creed 3 on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray. If you're interested in picking up a copy for yourself, I will leave both an Amazon and Best Buy link in the comment section below, and if you use them, they really help out the channel. But if you have the disc already, let me know your thoughts. Let's talk about it. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.